welcome back to the Sports Perspective TV viewers and subscribers. As always, thank you for tuning in. And if you're new to the channel or you just haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, definitely hit that subscribe button. You know, you'll be helping the channel grow, and we definitely appreciate you doing so. Right. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the potential starting lineup for West Indies, you know, in the third test. Right. You know, obviously there are areas that personally I would like to see improvement. So we're going to be discussing the starting lineup, right? So just stick around to the end of the video while we discuss these things, right? So starting with the batting, right? I'm getting straight into it. I would say the Kraig Mackenzie's position is definitely up for grabs, right? He hasn't done anything notable in the series so far, right? So I do think that Kraig Mackenzie will be replaced in the batting lineup, right? So that's definitely a position that the team needs to address. Now the options are either Zachary McCaskey or Tevin Imlach. So the question for you, the viewers and subscribers, because for me personally, it's a tough decision, right? To choose between either of them. So of those batters, right, Zachary McCaskey or Tevin Imlach, which of them would you include in the lineup for this test match and why? Right. So that's a question I want you to answer in the comment section. Right. So obviously, you know, Kraig Brathwaite and Mikael Louis, they will be the openers in my lineup. You know, it goes without saying. Brathwaite performed relatively well in the second test match. Louis, he has looked solid throughout the series so far. Just haven't been able to convert his starts to big scores as yet. So those are the openers without a doubt. Then comes me. I would like I said, it's tough, but I'm gonna go with Tevin Imlach in my lineup, you know, over Zachary McCaskey. Reason being, I honestly, and I would just say it's really just based on their performance in the West Indies Championship, right? Imlach, you know, he consistently batted in similar positions for Guyana, either batting at 3 or 4, and he scored a lot of runs for them in those positions, right? McCaskey did his thing in the West Indies Championship as well, but Imlach was more prolific. So personally, I would go with Imlach in that number 3 position. But if they go with McCaskey, I won't be disappointed either. But personally, I would go with Imlach. So then obviously, coming at number 4 is Alec Athanaze, of course, you know, after his brilliant half century, his brilliant 82 in the second test match. That goes without saying. At number 5 as well, you know, is Kavem Hodge, you know, century run from the second test match. So, and he's looked good apart from the second innings in the most recent test match where he got out very early. You know, apart from that, he's looked solid, you know, in his batting so far. So Hodge at number 5. At number 6, we have Jason Holder. Right? You know, I know some people don't want Jason Holder in the team, right? Or question his batting at times. You know, but Jason Holder, he's also gotten starts, you know. He scored a few 20s in the test series so far. You know, obviously that's no standard for a number 6 batsman. So he definitely has to improve, right? But as far as the options that we have to replace him, who do we have to replace him? It would either be a Imlach or a McCaskey likewise, right? And here's why Jason Holder gets the edge for me. Again, it comes back down to his all-round ability, right? Yes, he didn't take any wickets in the, I think he didn't take any wickets in the second innings of the second test match, you know, but his bowling is still adds a lot of value to this team, right? And so I would not replace Jason Holder with an inexperienced batsman, considering the fact that he can bat. You know, we know he can bat. His batting has not shown up so far, but we know he can bat, and his bowling is very valuable to the team. So at number 6 for me would still be a Jason Holder. I know people would say why not put Kevin Sinclair at number 6, right? But yeah, Jason Holder is at number 6 for me, right? Then, of course, you have Joshua Dasilva, you know, coming off the back of his brilliant 82 not out as well. Being the wicket keeper, he is at number 7. Right? At number 8 now here's where it gets a bit tricky for me, right? Or some people won't agree with my decision, right? So a question that I asked myself was Kevin Sinclair, right? Do I want to go with Kevin Sinclair or Gudakesh Moti, right? As the spin option, the spin bowling option for this match, right? And again, you know, personally, as far as spin bowling option, I prefer a Gudakesh Moti over Kevin Sinclair for obvious reasons, right? Gudakesh Moti is a much better bowler, right? Gudakesh Moti is more economical, right? So they've both played a match in the series so far. Gudakesh Moti was more economical, right? Gudakesh Moti took the same amount of wickets, right? Gudakesh Moti is a more attacking bowler, is much more of a wicket-taking threat than Kevin Sinclair. And I will say, right, so in the second test match, you know, we saw what Bashir did to the West Indies team in that second innings, taking 5 wickets. So it means that the pitch offered a bit of assistance, was offering a bit of assistance to spin bowling. And Bashir, you know, took full advantage of that and were able to get 5 wickets in the match. I honestly think that if Gudakesh Moti had played in that match, you know, Gudakesh Moti would have done something similar as well, right? Because Gudakesh Moti is able to get turn and he has better control than Kevin Sinclair, right? And his being more economical would have built a lot of pressure on the England batters, right? Not only that, the England batting lineup is predominantly right-handers. And having a Kevin Sinclair, having a Gudakesh Moti in the lineup who was able to turn the ball away from the right-handers, you know, and in addition to the assistance that the pitch was offering, I think he would have definitely done much better and would have restricted England. I don't think England would have scored over 400 twice against us if Gudakesh Moti was in the bowling lineup. Now, the question is, you know, is he fit? You know, it was reported that it was a sickness that caused him to miss the second match. So has he recovered from whatever illness it was? I do think so, right? So I would go with Gudakesh Moti in my lineup over Kevin Sinclair, right? And for the people that argue that Kevin Sinclair's batting is good, yes, there's no doubt that Sinclair has talent with the bat, you know, but he didn't show it in the second test match. You know, he bowled well in the first innings as well, but his economy was a bit too high for me in the England second innings, right? And so kind of going back to whether to use him at number 6 in place of Jason Holder. All right. For me personally, he hasn't shown enough with the bat so far at the highest level for me to replace him or replace Jason Holder with him in the batting lineup. You know, currently I still think Jason Holder offers more with the bat than Kevin Sinclair at the highest level. There's no doubt that Sinclair has talent, but for me, I'm sticking with Jason Holder and as far as batting at number 6 and Gudakesh Moti for spin bowling. So Gudakesh Moti would be my spin bowling option. Then would come the other seamers, the 3 seamers, right? So it has been reported that Jeremiah Louis, he suffered an injury, right? So he won't be available in the series. And Hakeem Jordan will be replacing him in the team, right? I don't see Hakeem Jordan coming into this match to play, right? So it means that the 3 main seamers who are Alzarri Joseph, Shamar Joseph, and Jaden Seals, you know, they will still be our 3 main pace bowlers in this match, right? Alzarri, he's gotten wickets, but he's been too expensive for me, right? So, and it kind of goes back to what I want to see the team, you know, restricting England scoring. You know, a huge part of that, you know, starts with Alzarri Joseph being the spear leader of the bowling attack. Alzarri and Jaden Seals also actually, because in the second test match, you know, they were the ones that bowled the new ball and England got off to flying starts with them bowling the new ball, right? Hitting boundaries all over the place. So they do have, even though they have taken wickets, you know, they do have things to work on and to improve on, right? But in test match cricket, right, wicket taking ability is very important. And I do think these three pace bowlers, Shamar Joseph, Alzarri Joseph, and Jaden Seals, are our biggest wicket taking threats as far as pace bowlers go. So those are the players that I definitely see playing in this third test match as well, barring injury, right? Shamar has struggled with cramps, in the first two test matches, seem as if he's okay, right? But as long as there are no injury concerns for any of them, then those are the bowlers that I would go with. And that would be my starting 11, right? So Brathwaite, Lowe, Imlach, Athanaze. And I'm actually wondering if they might consider batting Athanaze at 3 and putting Imlach further down the order. I don't know if that's something they consider, but the lineup here. So Athanaze, then Hodge, Holder, Dasilva, Moti, Alzarri, Shamar, and Jaden Seals. That would be my starting level for the third test match. Definitely share in the comment section what starting level you would go with for this match as well. And yeah, and if you would like to share your reason for going with your starting lineup, that would be appreciated also. But that's all I have for you in the video, viewers and subscribers. As always, do remember to like the video. Liking the video is very important, as it puts the video in the algorithm and allows YouTube to send it out to more people, right? So like the video, any of your interactions, whether you like the video, whether you comment on the video, or you share the video, it all helps, and it's all appreciated, right? So as always, thank you for tuning in, and of course, subscribe to the channel. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.